What is up, guys? Kalani here, coming at you with another gameplay commentary. Today I have a Lucian gameplay for you guys today. This is a very good gameplay I had that I recorded not too long ago. So I'm going to commentate over it now while the game's still fresh in my mind. So as always, I'm going to be commentating like I'm in the moment, like I'm actually playing the game, like a live commentary. And I'll be giving you insight of my strategies and such. So basically, you saw that in the beginning I didn't leash Lucian, I let Blitz just leash him because I wanted to push the lane really fast. That way I can hit 2 first, because Lucian's a very good pusher and he's very good at pressuring other AD carries. So that's what I did. So now I'm just auto attacking, CSing as best as I can. And just a pro tip for you guys, as Lucian, you want to poke with your Q as much as you can. You don't necessarily have to aim your Q onto the other AD carry. You just have to, let's see what I'll do here. Yeah, so you got to line it up with where the AD carry is. You got to position yourself to line up, to put the minion in between you and the enemy AD carry, so that the beam hits their enemy AD carry as well as the CS. It's a very good utility for poke because the Q actually has a very long range. So that's just a little pro tip for you guys. And I also forgot to give the team comp for both teams. So my team comp is Ryze top, TF mid, Lucian jungle, Blitz support, and myself as Lucian, AD carry. And their team comp is Anivia top, Ahri mid, Xin jungle, and Morgana support, and Jinx AD carry. So typically this should be an easy game for us because they have a lot of AP and they don't really have any tanks unless Xin goes full tank. But typically this should be a very easy game for us. But this bot lane was a very easy game. Because that early pressure I put on early game by shoving the lane, we got pretty much all the pressure in lane. And like I said, Lucian's a very good early game champ because he has that passive double shot. So that's good, that works to my advantage. So now I have all the pressure in lane, on top of the fact that I have a Blitz strength, so he's pretty scary. Blitz lands a good grab there. I dodged the, what's it called? The Morgana binding. And then Blitz gets a good grab on the Jinx, so we get a lot of damage onto her. We still have to heal, they don't have to heal anymore. So I flash for Jinx. That was an easy kill. She thought I was going for Morgana, but I ended up flashing to go in to get my double shot onto Jinx, to get my double shot for my E and then my Q on her, and then heal in order to get the speed up in order to get my other second double shot for my Q onto her. So that secured the kill. And the reason I went in right there and I went so hard is because I know that Jinx doesn't have heal because she just healed when Blitz pulled her right there. So it was pretty much safe from there. There I go, linking my channel. Always got to link the channel when you get a good play. So yeah, so she healed. So that's the reason I decided to go in, because I was pretty much a free kill. And Jinx was out of mana, so there's no way she could have used her E on me. And then Morgana was also out of mana, so there's no way she could bind me while I was trying to flash. So that was a pretty easy kill. So now I have 37 farm, Jinx has 25, so I'm up by 12 farm. That's really good. That's due to the fact that I was pushing the lane early game. Bot lane is all about pressure. You want to put as much pressure on the enemy AD carry as you possibly can. This is because when AD carries feel pressured, they're scared to go for CS, because at least for me, I hate taking poke as an AD carry, like from the enemy AD carry, because again that makes you lose all your pressure in lane, because if you have low health, their chance of you winning a fight 2v2 with their enemy bot lane is very low compared to theirs if they have full health and you have half health. So there I go again, trying to poke as much as I can with my Q. Whenever I get minions lined up like this, I try and hit as many Qs as I can onto them. So now again, pushing the lane as hard as I can, get as much damage as I can. So another reason you want to shove the lane, you don't always want to shove the lane, but because we're on blue side, and Blitz gets a really good hook right there, we get a lot of poke down. It's unfortunate he got binded on the turret, but that's okay. So as I was saying, the reason you want to shove the lane is because when an AD carry is under turret, hold on, let me just explain this fight. So I knew she was going to bind me there, or she was going to try and charm me there. So I dodged that as best I could. And Jinx tried to W me to slow me down, but that didn't work. So now TF came in, he got a few damage, and they made a mistake of trying to fight. And I got an easy kill on the Ahri. So now Xin Zhao's coming here, but Lucian's there to cut him off. So there's no way he can get to me. So I'm going to shove this again as hard as I can, try and get this turret. But then Morgana's still here, I guess. So like I was saying, the reason you want to shove the turret is because it puts pressure on one, and two, it's a lot harder to CS when the turret's hitting the CS instead of just letting the your minions hit the enemy minions. So that's the reason I have a lot more CS plus the pressure, like I said. So now I am 2-0-1, 62 farm at 8 minutes plus we're getting dragged. And we just got a turret, so that was a really good fight for us. It's 6-1, I don't know who died. Whoever died should get reported. That's pretty fucking ridiculous, these guys suck. So like I was saying, pressure is pretty much everything in the bot lane, especially since I have a blitz. It was really easy to put pressure on. So that's one of the main reasons we won this lane. If I hadn't shoved the lane, we probably would have come out of lane even. Because Jinx is a really good champ against Lucian because she has her E, which can scare me when I'm trying to W and get some damage down onto her. And also another tip, if your lane's shoved like mine was, always get golems, because it's not free gold, but I mean, you still have to kill them. But they're just sitting there, so you might as well take them. Unless your jungler, of course, doesn't want you to take them. So again, they're not in lane, so I'm going to push as hard as I can. We have a huge advantage on them. I have a BF sword and a pickaxe. So if we do get into a fight, I'm just going to shred them up. And plus, we still have heal. So. And farming. Always want to farm as an AD carry. So now I see Morgana coming through river. We're going to see if we can cut her off, but she's smart. She goes around. She notices that we're going to try and cut her off. So now we're going to head mid, see if we can siege mid turret. Doesn't look like anyone's mid lane, so it should be free. Oh, I'm just kidding. There's Ahri. So let me see if I can get a gank off here. Get an 80 carry gank. And then I decide against it because she's not going to come out, so might as well just push. There's no point in just sitting in the bush. So now we're just sieging. Gonna try and siege mid as best we can because bot lane's shoving really hard since we smashed him pretty hard in lane. And we're only 10 minutes into the game and we're sieging it. That's pretty good. This ended up being a really good game. I think they did surrender. Yeah, I think they did surrender. So this was a very good game. And again, it's all about that pressure. Oh, yeah. And you have to be very careful about putting that pressure on early game, like shoving the lane hard like that. But since I was blue side, I had an advantage because most junglers start blue buff, and Xin Zhao did start blue buff. So that means his jungle rotation would have been blue buff, wolves, and red most likely, and then he would have had top, mid, and I would have seen him. So we pretty much had probably 5 minutes of just like no jungle pressure at all since he started blue. But red buff isn't so lucky. Actually, they could shove pretty hard, but it's a lot easier to shove that blue side than it is red side or purple side. So now again, I'm gonna shove the lane as hard as I can because if they do come, we're gonna kill them right away. Dodge the binding really quick. Get a lot of poke. I'm way ahead of these guys. Get a lot of poke onto these guys. So a lot of people like to build, there's a lot of different builds for Lucian because he's such a good, he's just a great champ. Like there's so many things you can do with him. You could build just straight damage like Infinity Edge like what I'm doing. Or you can get, what's it called? What's that new, something Essence Reaver? You can get that, which gives you mana. That's really good on him, and cooldown reduction. Especially on the new Lucian. So now Jinx makes the mistake of getting caught. So what I'm thinking at this moment is once I get my E, it'll be easy kills. Xin Zhao decides to chase. I actually want to fight this, so I try to bait him. I dodge the binding really quick. I want to fight this really bad because they're really low, and I have both my summoners, so it'd be a really easy win. Like I was saying, there's many builds you could build with Lucian since the new E. Since his new E is, what's it called? Hold on, let's get a really good grab there. I'm gonna pretty much free kill flash out because Anivia's here. Put my ult on the Ahri and Xin, or I try to at least, and then I heal away because Ahri, or not Ahri. Yeah, Ahri has a charm too, but that's not what I was worried about. I was more worried about, Anivia's ult slow. So that's the reason I healed, just to get out of there, get them off my tail. Plus my whole team was here, so it was pretty much, they probably could have finished it off without me. So now we're just going to do as much damage to bot turret as we can. I decided to go Infinity Edge first on Lucian because I was so far ahead in lane. And when you get Infinity Edge, it just throws you over the top more and just sets you up to snowball even harder. If you build, a lot of people like to build Blade first on him. If you build Blade, the chances of you snowballing aren't as high because you don't deal as much damage than if you would have built Infinity Edge. But usually I go Blade if I go even in lane, or usually I build IE if I have the gold for it. Like if I go back with either 875 gold or 1500 gold, then I'll buy it. But if not, then I won't. I'll just go to Blade, build a vamp first. So now I'm gonna head mid. I'm gonna get red buff really quick though, because like I said in my last video, red buff's really good on any AD carry. And another pro tip for Lucian is before you, like when you're poking in lane, before you Q the enemy AD carry or enemy support, whatever it is, throw in an auto attack right before, because it's pretty much a free auto attack. Because the your Q, it's not an auto attack reset, but it's like damage after damage after damage, like there's no pause. And then, I thought we were going to take out the turret faster than we did, so I got caught in the Morgana binding, but thank God Ahri didn't focus me. If she had focused me, then I would have been screwed. It was a really good fight. My positioning was horrible in this game, but somehow I am so lucky that they didn't focus me. If they focused me, I would have been dead, like right when Morgana binded me. But I didn't, so I ended up getting 2 or 3 kills off that. So now, and Lucian's a really good, very good sieger. He's not a very good sieger. He's good at sieging turrets, not a seizure. Because he has his passive double shot, and thanks to the new updates where his E costs no mana and he gets cooldowns from auto attacking with the double shot, he's pretty much overpowered as balls. I don't know why Lee Sin turned around there. He could have lived pretty easily if he just kept running. That's okay. No big deal. We got drag for that. And 2 mid turrets? Yeah, 2 mid turrets for that. So now I think I'm gonna head back, grab my Last Whisper. I didn't go back yet because I don't have enough. The Last Whisper is 2300 if you haven't bought any of the items building up to it. So I wanted to get this last wave so I can get enough for it. And usually if I don't build Essence Reaver, I've actually never tried the build, but it seems pretty good. If I don't build Essence Reaver, I buy a lot of mana potions because Lucian's really reliant on abilities. His abilities don't cost that much, but it still helps to have extra mana pots just in case you do run out. Because as Lucian, you can get really carried away with abilities since he has such low cooldown. So now I'm going to push mid since it's shoved all the way to our turret. I don't know where everyone is. Looks like they're having a little fight top. Oh, I think this is the part where they all head top. Except for Jinx. And then she ends up coming mid, I think. So it looks like they're doing pretty fine without me. I start heading over there, but they don't really need me, so I start heading back and push mid. Because I could easily dive Jinx if she does try and defend. But Morgana ended up coming, I think. Yeah, there's Morgana. I would have gotten this turret if Morgana hadn't come. I got a lot of damage onto it though. If she had hit that binding, I would have been screwed. So like that, you want to hit an auto attack before you hit your Q. So right there, I kited him back really well. I don't know why I flashed her. I should have flashed her charm, but I still 1v2 or 3 of them. I 1v3'd them. But I am fed, so I'm not trying to brag or anything. So now I'm 9-0-2, 153 farm at 18 minutes. And I think I'm going to go back and get a Sheen. At least I should be going back to get a Sheen. There we go. Sheen is very good on Lucian. Like I said in my other Ezreal gameplay, Trinity Force is really good on Ezreal and Lucian because they both rely heavily, Ezreal not so much, but Lucian is really reliant on his abilities. And like you know, or you should know, that Sheen procs when you use an ability. So like that, when my hand's a little red, that means the ability's working. So another pro tip, when you're an AD carry, just farm, farm, farm. That's what you want to do. That's your job. Basically your job is just to farm until you become a monster. But in this case, I didn't have to farm as much because I got fed in lane. So I saw Jinx roaming over here. Another pro tip, you can dash over that wall. Get vision of her. She flashes my Q, doesn't matter. I'm going to pull her in the face to death. Free kill. That's what I'm talking about. I love free kills. Especially when they're on the enemy AD carry. So now I'm going to push this because their AD carry is dead. And I can pretty much take on anyone else. Yeah, I can pretty much take on anyone on their team. Dash her E. You can't charm me, girl. I want to see if I can get a fight. Or if I can get a 1v1 with this girl really quick. She's probably too scared though. Oh. She doesn't go in. I actually, if she hit her Q, she probably would have went in because she only hit the outcoming damage. So now their blue's up. I think it just came up. So I'm going to grab this really quick. Free blue. I like free blues. Who doesn't? So now I'm going to keep pushing bot because... Actually, no, I'm going to top. Or mid. What am I saying? I'm going to go mid because there's a whole crap ton of free kills over here. Gonna sneak mid turret. Dang, we just destroyed him. So now we're gonna siege mid. See if we can get this turret really quick. Yeah, we should be able to get that pretty easily. Get the inhib, free inhib. So much free stuff in this game. So they tried to surrender there, but apparently Lucian and Nivea won't forfeit. So this game ended up being longer than it should have been, but that's okay. Gotta bring up that 80. Oh, I walked right into that. So again, I'm gonna try and siege this bot turret. We got a lot of damage onto it already. I'm hoping that they would engage onto me, because I would just destroy him 1v2. But I see that all 5 are here. All 5 are bot side, in the bot side jungle. Niveau's right there, Morgana's right there, Ahri's right there, Jinx is right there, and Xin Zhao is going mid. So that is not something I want to do. And now Anivia split away from the pack, so just gotta kill. Free kill, another free kill on her really quick. I guess she thought that her whole team would be coming to help her. Get cold, get cold! That's so much damage. I think Lucian's Cole has the most damage like in the game. Like probably the biggest damage ult in the game. Again, we're sieging this bot turret. Wait for the minions. And siege. So this video is coming to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. They're about to surrender right now. I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you guys.